Today we'll be chatting with 10-year Red Wolf CrossFit veteran Josellyne.
Hello.
It's so good to have you, Joss. So quick background, Josellyne was actually the first person we signed up who wasn't like a personal friend who knew me at the gym. And funny story, we weren't allowed to occupy our building yet when Josellyne joined the gym. So all our gear was stuck in the building and the city wouldn't let us go in there and train. So I went to the gym, grabbed some PVC pipes and stuff, and Josellyne and I would head to the park and work on our foundational CrossFit movements.
That's right.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, the fundamentals. We had the PVC pipe. We had a wall ball. And
We did.
And
that was about it.
And the park, it was funny because I think the park actually had like a mini, I don't know if it was a track, but we made it a track.
We did. We
did.
We somehow made it. Yeah.
It worked.
We made it work.
We made the kids like move over,
Yeah, that
take it over.
Those were the days. That was definitely when we bootstrapped it. No, absolutely. And so let's definitely chat about your journey over the last 10 years with us. Like it's an honor to have had you for this long, and I can't believe that it's been 10 years already. So what is the biggest change that you've noticed in your fitness journey over the last 10 years?
Oh, geez. The biggest change, I would have to say it would be like my confidence within like myself in just doing things, not just like working out, but like the fact that I actually feel strong, not like moving weight around, but like physically I feel strong where I can do anything if I want to. If you asked me literally like 11 years ago, I'd be like so intimidated or like so shy to like do things. But actually just trying new things and being not forced to, but like getting out of my comfort zone. So I would say that would be the biggest thing. My confidence and just like strength, not like strength, but overall.
That's
strength.
awesome. So yeah, that makes a ton of sense that, you built that confidence over 10 years and we've had a chance to witness your journey. What do you think is like, you would say is your greatest accomplishment in the last 10 years for fitness?
Oh, just honestly, like believing in myself, actually putting my mind down and like doing something. Yeah, I tried doing like fad diets throughout like the 10 years, but at the end of the day, it was just like, I feel better. I don't need the fad diet. I just need to keep moving and just keep moving. Like show up, do what I need to do. I'm not in competition with anybody but myself. So I'm always winning.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love how you touched on improving just yourself in general, and not comparing yourself. I think that's a lot of problems I think it's a problem that we all face, especially when you're in fitness. What are some things that you've done to kind of overcome that?
Let's see, self-help books, I guess. No,
okay.
I mean, just watching everybody else at the gym. Nobody is like in competition. I mean, yes, you're in competition. You always want to be the best, but I feel like you already know you're just trying to beat yourself. Everybody is, how do I put it? They're cheering you on. Like it doesn't matter what level of fitness you're on or like where you are at in like life, but there's always people cheering you on.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. And what would you say is the biggest obstacle that you have overcome in the last 10 years?
Oof. It's stupid, but myself.
No, yeah. No.
I mean, it's the truth. Like, I am my biggest obstacle. I am my biggest, like, critic. And I'm not going to lie. At the end of the day, like, I'd step on a scale and not be happy with my fitness.
Yeah.
And I would just see, like, how I'm working 10 times hard, just like everybody else. Why isn't anything working?
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I just hit, like, this wall. Like, you know what? I'm happy.
Yeah.
So that's it.
No, that's fantastic. And it's funny you bring that up because about an hour and a half ago before this podcast, Caitlin gave me a pep talk on the same thing. She's like, you really need to stop, beating yourself up so much. And you're absolutely right. And it's funny that you bring that up now because we are our own worst critics.
We are.
And it's it's something that I'm working on right now too, is getting over that. And it's definitely not easy, but you think that it's all these other obstacles. You think it's like, oh, I got to overcome the nutrition. I got to get stronger. I got to gain muscle. I have to get more sleep. I have to do all this. And then really, when you focus on improving yourself first and also forgiving yourself for not being perfect all the time, then that's when the real progress starts to happen.
I think that's kind of like one of like the misconceptions when you're like trying to be better or trying to do things that's going to make you better. You see like this checklist and you're like, I have to check off every single box.
Yeah.
But you also have to remember it's like a guideline. Like what works for you doesn't work for somebody else,
yes.
but it's a guide.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. Let's kind of switch gears here. Tell us a little bit more about you, Josellyne. Like,
about
I know you can't
me.
go into super details about what you do for a living, but it's really cool what you do. Just give us kind of a brief overview of like who you are, what you do.
Well, I'm Josellyne. This is me. What I do for work, I actually do operations for food and beverage. I work in the hospitality industry. I used to work for Wolfgang Puck. And then from there, I've worked with like a lot of other great chefs and other restaurants where I've helped open restaurants. I've done like food and wine festivals, and then I've also dabbled in a couple of like music festivals. So I'm always on the go, always on my feet. Trying to work out is not always key while I'm working, but like trying to find a way to do it, it's definitely been a lot better the last couple of years.
Yeah. I love how humble you are. If you're listening to this podcast, Josellyne has done some very cool events. We can't bring it up here because of her contracts, but she has done some very cool things in the food industry with some very high level names. So it's really, I love hearing your stories whenever you come back and you tell us stuff.
Just follow my stories.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. No, that's great. Tell us a little bit about how you stay motivated to consistently come to the gym.
Honestly, like staying motivated, I'm 42. I'm not getting any younger. Jonelle and I, we have 3 kids, so we definitely want to be able to like enjoy every single moment we can with them. So I feel like we both need to stay fit so we can keep up with them. But yeah, that's basically it. And then having Jackson, who's like our youngest, we just want to be able to make sure that we can keep up because he's getting to the point where he's like outrunning us.
I know. I remember seeing him recently this summer, and he's so much energy, so much activity. It's awesome.
Well, not just him, but like being a part of like Jonah and Jameline's like life and having them like in sports. We always wanted to be there by their side on the sideline. So it's like, oh man, I gotta keep up.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And yeah, that's such a huge motivator for so many of us, because when you place it externally and, you want to keep away the nursing home, and you want to be there for your kids and be an asset for your children later on in life. And, not just financially, but also, physically, to be able to help them and not be a liability to them. So that way they can still enjoy their lives as they get older as well. So that's one of my goals too. So very cool. How has Red Wolf impacted your fitness goals?
A lot. Definitely a lot. It's impacted my fitness goals. It's actually brought me to like a better understanding of where I need to be with my fitness, like how I need to work out for me, what I need to do to stay fit. Now, I mean, honestly, like maybe 10 years ago, like not being so dialed in on like my nutrition or like working out all the time. If you know how if you like get sick or you have like a cold, you're just like, oh, I'm out for a while. Now it's like, oh, I can keep moving. I'm fine. Yeah. I feel like nothing's going to stop me, even if I'm sick. So I think that's definitely like helped out a lot. And that just went in a circle. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's totally okay. When it comes to fitness, what would you say is something that actually came easy for you?
Actually being in a group setting. I tried working out like on my own, but I felt like it was just like the same thing over and over again. But having that like group setting, I'm excited. I want to be able to, I don't know, participate and just be involved. But when I was working out and doing my own thing, it's just like, oh, okay, I'm done. Let's move on to the next one.
Exactly. I'll do a little bit of here, do a little bit there.
5 minutes here. Okay, cool. Next. Oh, elliptical, 20 minutes. Cool. I think I'm done for the day. You know, that's, you really had like, even if you had a program or like a workout set in your mind, you just didn't feel like motivated, or I didn't feel motivated. So I needed that like group setting, and I got excited. So.
No, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. Is that what you would say would be one of the greatest strengths of the group class, is to just keep you coming in for more?
Yeah, definitely. And then, I mean, also having kind of like a busy schedule, it gives me time to actually like, hey, remind myself, you're working out. Don't take any meetings at this time. Mm-hmm. You actually get to see your friends, even if it's for like 40 minutes. And then, yeah, I need that timing, that it's blocked on my calendar now.
Awesome. Let's dig into that a little bit more, actually. So, I mean, I know you're ridiculously busy. You're busier than I am. And a lot of people listening to this are busy. What are some of your strategies towards squeezing in workouts? Like, so time blocking is obviously one of them. Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Time blocking, I mean, for me, when I look into my schedule, like I look a month out, sometimes 2 weeks out, and I'm already blocking off like time. All right, I'm going to the noon class. It's already blocked off.
A month out.
If I know if I'm home, so 11:30 to like 1:15. So, you know,
That's
guys
awesome.
know where I'm at right now.
You plan ahead so well.
I try to plan ahead, and then like same thing with the kids. It's like a juggle. Like if it's not on the calendar, it's not happening. Mm-hmm. So definitely like block that time off. And then recently I've been having to like block time off and actually go at 6 a.m. So now I'm forced to like go. I blocked it off in the calendar, and then I'll find myself, I'm not gonna lie, if I don't sign up for 6 a.m., I don't go. But if I sign up, I don't cancel. So, because I'm afraid.
What are you afraid of?
Myself.
Oh, like, you're afraid.
Crap,
okay.
You know?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you held yourself to that standard. Yeah. Okay. That's awesome.
So if you're if I sign up like on the app, I'm going at 6 a.m., I'm going to go at 6 a.m. If I sign up at noon, I'm going to go at noon. But then I do find myself, like if I don't sign up for a class, but it's blocked off in the calendar, I might forget to go.
Yeah. Okay. So it has to be time blocked off, and
time blocked off and actually done on the
in
app.
advance and actually done. So it's like once you're in there, you implement with full commitment.
Yes.
I love that.
Wow. I mean, I might take a conference call while we're warming up, but I'm there.
You're there, and you're there to work out. That's awesome. Well, if you're listening to this, everybody, there you go. Take one out of Josellyne's book, Time Block, and once you book it, that's it.
Don't cancel.
It's over.
Yeah,
you will be going. You have to go. You're required. That's awesome. Let's kind of switch gears again, and let's chat a little bit about, since you have some experience as being a 10-year member at Red Wolf, what are some common mistakes you see incoming people make?
They think that it's like, how do you say it? It's like a quick fix, or like I signed up, this is CrossFit, I'm going to lose all the weight in 2 weeks. No, you're not. Like first you got to show up, and you got to like commit. And things don't happen overnight. You have to like give yourself some time. So I see a lot of that, or a lot of people thinking that like if they're coming and they're doing everything, they're going to be able to like, I don't know how to say it, like pick it up like so quick without knowing like the fundamentals.
Yeah.
Like you just can't go in there and like do a muscle up. I mean, maybe they can, but you know,
it's few and far between.
Yeah. There's like steps, there's like progressions you need to go through. So I think that's where a lot of newcomers are like, well, I saw that on Instagram, or I saw that on TikTok. I could do it.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. And then they come in, and then 2 weeks later, they're like, why don't I have a muscle up? And why aren't I at 3% body fat yet? And I'm like, it's going to take some time.
Yeah. Or like, I mean, they come and then it's not what they expected, and then they don't come back. Mm-hmm. So, but I mean, I don't think you've had very many members that have like signed up and like not come back again.
Yeah. That's true. Most people they're either all in or they're all out.
Yeah.
And then how we run things now, it's a little bit easier because we meet with everyone in person. We actually chat with them, and then we tell them like, hey, this is how it is. this is what it's going to take. Like, are you in or are you out? And we're very upfront, transparent with
Yeah.
them. On timelines too, because we just want to manage expectations. That's what I really learned over being a coach over the last 16 years was like, it's a lot of it is managing expectations, because I can't tell you how many people come to me and they're like, okay, I want to lose 40 pounds. How many pounds do you think I can lose in 30 days? And I'm like, that's a very broad question. And there's like at least 30 variables for this that I'm not in control of as a coach. So it's really hard for me to give you an honest answer.
I know. I can only control like what I see going on. What you do, like when you leave, I don't know.
I only have control over those few hours a week that you come into the gym, and then the rest
If
is up to
you
you.
show up, yeah.
If you show up. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. And so you talked a lot about like time horizons and seems like you're talking about being patient to see results.
Yes.
How long did it see you to start seeing results from when you started CrossFit to when you were like, notice a difference?
I want to say a good 6 months for me. Yeah. I mean, working, just having had a baby, nothing just happens overnight. I feel like after that first 6 months is when I actually noticed. I mean, other people, made comments like, oh my gosh, what are you doing differently? And I'm like, you see something? I don't,
Yeah.
So I think a good 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
Awesome. And how many times a week were you working out?
Back then, I think I was coming in maybe like twice a week.
Okay.
Yeah, twice a week, because I remember we were doing like sessions, because I couldn't come like every day, but when I could come, 1 week it might have been 3, the next one would have been 2, 1, 4. It was sporadic. But then I want to say after like a full year and a half of coming like 3 days a week consistently, then I saw an even bigger
Started
difference.
seeing more results from the 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and then that's definitely the bare minimum, right?
Yeah.
Is like that's what I always recommend to people is about 3 times a week. More the better, but 3 times a week is a great place to start. So yeah, awesome. All right, anything else you wanna mention on that?
No, I don't think.
Awesome. And here's my favorite question. This is one of our last ones. Is how do you balance gym time with other life commitments?
Planning, but it also helps that a lot of our friends are at the gym. So if we need like kind of like just to hang out, it's like, great, we're gonna work out, and then we hang out.
Yeah.
And also like having our kids being able to like work out as well. So I feel like Red Wolf's been intertwined with us for like a very, very long time now.
Yeah, it really has.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, you're a part of the family, so
Yes.
and it's funny when you do get fully integrated like that, and you have a tribe at the gym on how much that makes a difference, and when you're surrounded by those people on how much they uplift you, and then just by default it makes you level up your game.
Well, not just that. I mean, like, you guys have been like so amazing. Jonah and Jamie were there, I want to say when they were like 8 and 10 years old. And then like
Yes.
with Jackson, just being born. And then I will say, you guys are great at like supporting, because I mean, not a lot of people probably don't know, Jackson, our youngest, he has autism. So, I mean, there's a lot of other moms there that I can reach out to that are there for us, and just having the gym be involved with like autism awareness, not just for Jackson, but like other members that are there that have kids that have autism.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
It's a great family.
Yeah, it is, and it just really lets you know that you're not alone, and I think that that's really beneficial especially when the hobby of everybody is to get together and exercise.
I know. It is.
And like, hey, we're gonna we want to improve ourselves, and we'll help you do it too. We'll be there to help keep you motivated and keep you on track. So that's awesome, Joss. Wrapping things up here, what is your biggest piece of advice for people listening on, like, let's say that they're just getting started on their fitness journey and they're where you were at 10 years ago? What would you tell them?
Oh, just patience. Like, don't be so hard on yourself. Like, give it time. Make time for yourself. Things don't happen overnight. So you need to take that step and go, I'm going to commit 1 day a week. Okay, great. I did that for like 2 weeks, and let me move on to like 2 days a week or 3 days a week, whatever you can do. And if you fall back or you don't hit your goal, do it again. Start over. It's okay.
There we go.
Just be patient. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. And that's a message that I think more people need to hear. Is like we talk a lot about the fitness, the nutrition, the mindset, but we don't talk a lot about how we really need to focus on being more nice to ourselves.
Yeah. Don't be so hard on yourself. Like, I mean, it's like I said, it's easy. You're your biggest critic, but you know, it just takes some time.
No, absolutely. And I totally forgot I have a bonus question because we have a tradition on here to where whatever member was on previously, who was Tanya, asked a question, the final question for the podcast, and then guess what? You're going to write a question for the next guest.
Sounds good.
All right. So Tanya's question is, if you were to plan an event at Red Wolf, what would it be? And I can't think of a better person to answer this question.
Oh my gosh.
Let's say you have an unlimited budget. What would you do with
my God. Really?
You have $20 million, $50 million.
We're all going away on a trip.
Yeah, we would do a trip instead.
We are doing a fitness excursion. No, if I was gonna throw the event at your gym,
yeah. Or if you would plan an event, what would that event be? And yeah.
I think it'd be kind of like a two-parter. It'd be like kind of like an open house, just so like everybody in the community can kind of see like what's going on, and just not like involve Red Wolf, showcasing Red Wolf, but then showcasing like everybody else that's like in the gym. We've got some great chiropractors. We've got some, great people that do meal preps. We've got, some great moms that have like little mommy groups, you know, just to like include everybody. And then after that, more of like I guess it'd just be like a member party, like a thanks for being here. Thanks for sticking around and hanging out with us and being with us throughout the years.
Yeah, that's
my
awesome.
God, the years.
I know. We'll have to work on that then.
I know.
And I have a personal question to lead up to that, just because I'm curious and I really want to know. All right, you got to choose an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. What are your 3 go-to for this event? Since you're the food expert.
Oh, man. Okay. Appetizer. It would probably be some like crap. I don't know. I got to come back to that one.
Okay.
But for an entree or like the main focus, it'd probably be like T-bone steaks or like chicken on a grill or like a whole roasted pig.
Oh, and wow. Whole roasted pig. Nice.
Yes. That'd be fun. We should do that.
Yeah, whole roasted pig sounds amazing. Well, I have all my notes down. So,
and then dessert. I mean, can't go wrong with like cookies or like a s'mores bar or like an ice cream bar.
Oh,
that sounds good right now.
It sounds amazing right now. Good thing this was not a nutrition podcast.
No. Although we can turn it into one, but it won't taste very good.
It would not taste very good. All right. Well, thank you so much, Josellyne. Any final words before we wrap things up?
Thanks for having me on here. I feel so honored. I mean, I can't believe it's been 10 years. I know. Literally feels like it's only been
It feels like yesterday.
Or 2, maybe.
It has flown by. That is crazy. All right. So guess what? It is your turn to write a question for the next guest. So if you'd be so kind, if you could whip out your phone, and if you could just text me your question, feel free to take your time, and I will wrap things up here. So Josellyne, thank you so much for coming on. Again, this was Josellyne, 10-year member at Red Wolf CrossFit. Great chatting with you, and great to hear your story and your insights.
Ooh, I do have to give Vanessa Long. Thanks for making me join Red Wolf.
Oh, yeah, you left Josellyne. No, not Josellyne. You left Vanessa out of this. She's the one who told you to join.
She's the one that told me to join. So thanks, Vanessa.
I know. It's so funny how...
So come and visit us.
Yes, come and visit us, Vanessa. We miss you.
I know.
All righty.
Bye, guys.
Well, thank you so much, Josellyne. Thank you so much for listening. If this was helpful or entertaining, please leave us a 5-star review so we know to make more content just like this. Please follow us on social media at Red Wolf CrossFit and DM your questions or content suggestions there. We're always looking for new topics to chat about. Until next time, good luck. Have fun.
Bye.
Nailed it.